It's definitely rigged. We know this for sure. 100%. Okay, we're back to Aquilo. Also, I made a new thumbnail where I corrected the spelling issue that I've been making for days that I didn't realize until Tom pointed it out. So you'll be happy to know I have professionally fixed the spelling of Aquilo in the thumbnail. Look at that. Now it's correct. I solved it just like that. It's that easy. Should have left it. I mean, no one will notice it like this. No one will notice. 1L. That's good. I entertained myself. The L is on the bottom. Oh yeah? Now what? Now it's over here. Definitely not. Alright, so I did a little bit of Aquiloing offline. You may notice something different. It is an enormous power plant that I built that is 100% self-sustaining and should run till the end of time with no issues. Pretty cool upgrade. I'll talk about it here. We built a big old power plant, and I got rid of the old one. So this is how this one works. The old one relied on nuclear and everything, and I wanted to power Aquilo properly. I never did this on my first run. I just cheated it with nuclear until I got to fusion. It's kind of like wanting to power Aquilo properly with heating towers and, or not Aquilo, Gleba with heating towers and bio rocket fuel. Doing kind of the same thing here. And it's also not even at its full capacity yet. I could add this many more to each end of this, but I'm going to save that because I want to use some of the heat from this, I think, to power other spaces. But yeah, this is how it works. It's pretty cool. So since I built everything out on my own ice platform, I can just cut a hole in the ice for this guy to grab ammonia from, or ammonium solution. It goes into this and it makes ice and ammonia. The ammonia gets 100% burnt off right here. This puts out 100 per second. This uses 120, so it fully consumes the ammonia. And it puts it into 5 heating towers, which are all just absolutely ripping. And this is the heat that powers all of the steam, everything. We turn all the extra water, or all the extra ice, into water. This puts out 10. We have 4 of these consuming 2.5. They fully consume it, but these don't actually use up all the water. So as soon as this has more than 35 ice in it, this grabs it and just dumps it into a recycler to get rid of it. Meaning, this should live for all of eternity. I could turn this on and walk away from it for 1,000 years, and there should be nothing wrong with this. Which is cool. It does the same thing on the other side, so I have the entire thing here, copied right here, and then I have an entire copy of that whole thing right here. Should. I cannot foresee a way for this to break. These are calculated to burn the fuel at a high enough rate that it will never, ever overfill. We fully consume the ammonia. No, there is a point. There is something that could break. They do require 48 oil per second. Each one of them. So we're actually using 192 crude oil per second here. So there is a chance that eventually this oil deposit would run out. But we do have the oil being pumped in. I did forget that it uses oil. It's not fully self-contained. But it's basically infinite. A true power plant, yeah. We're using that to mix with the ammonia to make the solid fuel to burn in the heating towers. But yeah, pretty cool. It cranks out some power. We got like half a megawatt here now, or half a gigawatt, I mean. I've had my ice makers running this whole time while I worked on it, and we now have 46,000 ice platform in the network, which should keep us running for quite some time. I think I will also copy one of these over here, put it below this or up here, and then let the other ones die off, because I think we've made enough ice platform. I mean, we'll need a bunch more anyway for what's it called? For foundations, I think, right? No, those don't even use ice platform. I mean, we'll want ice platform, but I don't think we need it at this rate anymore. This is a lot of ice platform. But the good news is I can use some of it up and, you know, clear out the chests that way. Oh, my inventory's immediately full. Yeah. I am gonna want this connected. I know that's gonna need to be connected. Yeah, I think that might be the plan though. Let's, I just want to keep moving stuff out of the way. I don't need to move these out of the way yet though. They work fine. Those can run for a while. Let's focus on, I guess, getting some science moving. Let's, oh, and I forgot I automated these last night. So we have lots and lots of cryogenic plants. So let's look into how we're going to make the science. The science needs lithium plates, ice, and fluoroketone. Okay. And it spits out hot fluoroketone. I forgot there's a cool loop to it. One of these will make 0.1 per second. I think we do want to prod those, right? And then probably beacon as well. Which it won't do the math for me while it's frozen. So this would give me 0.23 per second. I don't know what kind of scale we want to take this thing to. Did I say high spider? High spider. Okay, I need to do math. So that is 0.23 per second. So this, each one of these is 13.8 SPM. Dang, you really need a hefty Aquilo moving if you wanted 1,000 of this. If you wanted 1,000 SPM, you would need 72 of these. That's a lot. Let's go for like 250 SPM, which is still 18 of these. I don't know if we can supply 18 of these. We'll try it though. I don't know what my SPM is, I don't remember. Yours must be up there, because yours is also probably legendary, right? What did I say I was going to do? 18 of these? I guess the other option would be to just get more beacons involved, right? But you start to just get such diminishing returns on that. Maybe the answer is to just not prod mod it as much. We can get a lot more out of it with speed. Never did quality over the whole base, kind of quit at that stage. Novice might be legend. Okay. Yeah, that is a lot to go that big. Okay, if I fully speed moduled them, we get 0.5. What if instead of beaconing, I did something like this? What if we did 2 prod, 2 speed, and then offset the difference with these? 0.2 compared to 0.1. So that doubles it and just makes it consume less. But do we even care about prod on these? Like, do we care about using less here? It's not like 0.3 ice, 0.1 lithium plate, and 0.6 fluoroketone is going to be hard to get, right? Yeah, because these are pumping out 4 per second. This is making 10 per second. So maybe we don't care about prod here. But we do want to, like, monitor the power consumption, I feel like. Yeah, this gives us a crafting speed of 6. Our max consumption is 2.7 megawatts. Versus with this, it would be 5.7. I guess it's not that big of a difference. That's at the limit. But like, I've got power. Could just hit this. So each one of these would be 10 megawatts. But if I wanted to hit the same SPM I was talking about a minute ago. But this is 0.5 per second. So we're getting 30 SPM out of each of these. I kind of like this method. I know we can get enough ice for these pretty easily. What is this? This is plus 560% versus only plus 80. Yeah, I kind of want to balance them. .3 times 60, 18. Give me 180. I guess we do get an SPM boost from once we have biolabs and stuff, right? Plus whatever productivity we have over there. What is this? Oh no, Fulgora logistics space. Oh no. And it's all holmium. I don't mind backstoring some holmium though, I'm gonna be honest. If that's the only thing we're overflowing on, we can do good things with that later. Yeah, we have a lot of holmium. It's 317,000. Even with this running too, I've got so much holmium plate here. I just can't consume enough of it fast enough. At least I got all the other items balanced though. Yeah, I think I'll settle on this. How much holmium do you need on one planet? Well, we have to start, like, we're exporting all the holmium out here. Because we use holmium on this planet. So I'm bringing in, every time the ship comes in, it's bringing me 2,000 holmium from Fulgora. We have that constantly, because we need it for these... Lithium, maybe? Maybe it's for the lithium. Oh, you know what? I never set requester chests out here for these. Yeah, these are stuck on these. These were supposed to be asking for these. Hello there, Chris. Poor bots on this planet, though. Alright. Just trying to think about how to do these. Prod 2 modules on the holmium foundries? No, these should be prod 3s. Yeah, they're 3s. I don't have any more 2s available. They've all been turned into things. Hi, Maddie. Enjoy the alert, Chris. Also, let's see if yeah, it's still working. Check that out. I love seeing this thing actually work. Means we should have a good amount of 3s, yeah? Nice. What are we waiting on? Oh, we are waiting on biter eggs, though. Why are we waiting on biter eggs? Oh, we can get spoilage in here. I didn't know that. Didn't know that was a thing. And the cryoplants are foundries. Oh yeah, I haven't been to Fulgora since I unlocked 3s. Yeah, that's gonna be like that for a while. Alright, they'll fix that for me eventually. Oh, you know what? I didn't feed Callie. I was wondering why she was yelling at me.
Callie. Yes, server of Callie's. Mind you, she has a full bowl of food. This is just for her tuna that she gets every night at 6 p.m. because she's spoiled. Oh, starver. I read server. I was back. I'm so tempted to go and look at my old design for this rather than design this fresh, but also everything that I've put in effort to redesign on this playthrough works better than it did last time, so I should probably just suck it up and make it better, right? Alright, what do you need? 6 times 7 is 42. The brain rot is math now. Yeah, it took the 6-7 brain rot and it rotted all the way up to math. Okay, so this gets fluorium pumped in, which is right here, right? Yeah, fluorine. It needs ammonia and it needs solid fuel. This makes ammonia. This makes solid fuel. Honestly, let me just take this out of everything and just do math. Let me get some baseline math before I do all that. You make 4 per second. You only use 0.2. And even fully juiced, you only use 1. You make enough ammonia that this goes pretty hard. Dang, you need every single thing from this planet to make the science on this planet. It's actually crazy. I don't even know how to do this pretty. What I ended up doing last time was I just made like a completely isolated factory for each thing that I wanted and just had bots do the lifting. But I wanted to try more like direct insertion, but the rates on everything are so different that that doesn't even seem valid either. The rates are crazy. Like everything back here makes 1 million, and then these last 2 parts make nothing. Yeah, direct insertion here. Yeah, none of them have like good ratios to each other either.
What about foreplay? Straight into the insertion. Oh, and then this also has to go straight into a cooling plant. But the cooling is slower than the making here. This is terrible. I might agree with you there, Literal, if I knew what we were talking about. Give me some context and I might be right there with you. So we use 5, 10, and 60. 20-minute summary episode. Oh, just skip past that. What I've learned about most animes is you could straight up skip 2 episodes of any anime and barely miss anything. Like, I used to really try to make sure I didn't miss the tiniest little scene, you know, right after the intro when I click skip intro. It doesn't matter. I haven't found an anime that it matters in. You'd skip everything. It is unnecessary, though. Like, this is kind of the production chain here, but the ratios are all over the place. I do agree with that. They're just wasting money on the animation at that point. Okay. Let's see. Unbeaconed, right? I mean, it doesn't even make sense to do the math on these without modules because we need so much of everything. I just need to pick an amount of moduling that makes me happy. And it might be this. I just hate not using productivity modules. It feels weird. This gets me 30. This gets me 20. I just gun it with speeds. I really like productivity modules though, and they have like a cool mutual benefit with beaconing if you go beacons. Because then you can take all of that productivity, right, and you can enhance it with a beacon. See, this gets me to 33. And obviously it uses less, but I guess I'm just not concerned with using less on this planet. That's why the productivity doesn't matter. So I'm going to settle with that for any machine that needs a speed boost. That's going to be the combo to keep power reasonable on this planet. At least until I have the next part. You get less hot than you put cold in. On this, yes. Well, this one stays the same. This deletes half of the fluoroketone as it heats it up. This is a 1-to-1 with the fluorine gas. Why do they call it oven when you cold the hot out of in? Or however that horrible microwave one goes. That one's different than microwave, but it's close. So, what if you had the same thing going on here? 12. So this right here would power 20 of these. mean, do we just do the math like this for everything? But do I need 20 of these? Let's see. So I think this, at this point, we run into an ammonia issue if we're doing this, right? Yeah, this consumes 600 ammonia plus another 180. We're at 780. So we would need 3 of these to match that. Which is fine if this is what we end up wanting to do. When you of in the cold food and of out the hot. Yeah, that one. So do I need 600 per second hot fluoroketone though? Absolutely not. So we just got to do the math backwards from these. I just have to decide on what I'm doing. Okay. Let's settle on 10 of these. Final answer, 10 of these. I'm gonna need so many modules. I mean, they'll come. I have the... He do be bringing modules every time I need them. Oh, they were bringing those to me. I was like, what are you doing? Okay. That's the plan for those. We're going to have 10 of those. So 10 of these guys. Is going to need 17.9 fluoroketone. Which a single one of these makes. And then we just need a couple of these to cool it. 3 of these. So this will cool the 30 coming in, but then I also need a loop of these putting out. .9. So we're going to have 8.9 per second coming back into the system there. I guess I'll have some kind of pump that this detects how much is in a storage tank or something. I don't know. So that's how we get the fluoroketone. This doesn't need any beaconing or moduling. I'll just void the ice from this. I don't even care about recycling it. I mean, we need ice. Maybe I'll add it there somehow, but... Okay. We need 3 lithium plate per second. Each furnace here beaconed would only make 0.82 or 0.62. 3 divided by 0.82. So we only need 4 furnaces running. This is almost enough for 4 furnaces, I think. Oh yeah, this is enough. Okay. These ones have productivity on them, so they'll be even faster without this. These are 1-to-1, right? Yeah, okay. So if we need 3, this guy with this setup makes 1.5, so we just need 2 of these into 4 furnaces. These use 15 ammonia. This uses 60 and 30. So we're at 9105. Okay. So this would actually fully consume the ammonia. I'll actually do that so we don't need a way to burn it off. And then we'll need to burn off all the extra fuel from this too. Okay. I guess the setup isn't that bad. The holmium's from another planet, so we're not making that here. That's just getting requester chested in. These will go into furnaces. However, I end up doing that. These will have this combo on them. If they need it, I might just speed module everything. It doesn't matter. That's actually not fast enough though, because these are only 0.62. This is 0.82. Is 0.62 enough? I don't think so. 0.62 times 4. It's not, but 0.82 is. Okay, so we do have to either go beacon or we have to just use extra. Alright, so that's how we'll get the lithium. And then I guess we just don't really get to do direct insertion for these. I can't think of a way to do it at least. And I feel like using belts on this planet is too difficult, but maybe not. We could have ice and the lithium output to a belt, probably. Yeah, this would work. Okay. I could even just output the science right back here if I wanted, since we have the heat for it. Things look cool. They are cool. Oh, there, Shaq. All right. I mean, that heat gets everywhere that I want, right? Get it? The ice symbol? Oh, I got it. Thought I would just leave it there unanswered for you, though. Wouldn't want you to be too proud of your joke there. Which one's the music thing? The second one's the music thing. Okay. I think this is the general idea here. somehow even less functional. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be too functional. Oh, I need power poles in here too. Oh, power poles should fit nicely right here, right? Yeah, look at that. Okay. That's a decent start for those, I feel like. I kind of forgot I also... Working roboports into designs on this planet is a good idea. Because you kind of just need them everywhere. Alright. I mean, that's 10 of them. Looks pretty good. What are you trying to make on Aquilo? A couple things. So I built a power plant over here. We got a whole lot of power moving now. We needed these cryogenic plants, which we have a good amount of, and I'm going to set them to keep making. The next thing we need to make over here is science. Science is a big boy important one here. And you know, these are actually set up in a way that I could belt the science if I cared enough. But we'll keep it bot-based for now. Oh, you know what I didn't even think of? I have to send a rocket off this stupid planet. I have to build a rocket and construct the things we need to send rockets off consistently. Kind of forgot about that one. The blue circuits we just import here. There's no reason to do that. Same with LDS, right? There's no reason to not import LDS. And then I guess we'll just bring more rocket fuel, right? Who has the most rocket fuel? Do I have more at Vulcanus? No, because I think I have the same old setup here. Yeah, I don't have any extra here. I'm making more on Novice. Okay, so you're gonna need more rocket fuel then. How much of this fits on a rocket? 100? Yeah, bring like 800 of them over. And then from Vulcanus, I'm gonna want you to start bringing LDS. We're going to need that down here for rockets. And then, yeah, what do I need to make rocket silos? Ugh. Alright, I need 4,000 steel, 800 blue, 800 engine. Okay, what else do I need? 400 pipe, 4,000 concrete. That's actually not that bad. I thought this was going to be worse. I mean, that's a lot of concrete to send up, but
See, the steel can do 400 in a rocket. This is only 100. That's gross. And then the engines. Okay. I mean, that's enough to build them, though. Hey, this got fixed finally. Nice. Why are we making these here? We're out of reds. Really? Oh, it's because these are so slow. Where are all those reds going? Roboports. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, back to this science situation. And I guess we'll just make the science close by. I'm so used to just putting everything way out on the edge on this planet, so I don't have to think about it. But that's going to be hard for the bots to move. I don't know how much room I'm gonna need. Yeah, I guess let's just put it here. Yeah, this makes sense. No, because I might need more room. Okay, you'll just be close-ish. I hate how it leaves the concrete when you pick stuff up on this planet. And I guess if I just leave concrete everywhere long enough, we'll just have concrete everywhere. Problem solved. Okay, so the ice we make plenty of, right? We only need 8.9 ice. This makes 10. So we need to build this setup. I guess this guy will make a decent amount of his own heat, which is good. Only enable if
Solid fuel greater than 35. Okay. Guess this needs to get pumped in there somehow. No, that won't work. Yeah, I think it has to have a one space here, unfortunately. No, even one doesn't work. It's two. Okay. Middle one gets 2 pipe inputs. It doesn't really matter. I just did it because it looked prettier. Oh, I forgot I need room for a pump though. And I don't really know how I'm gonna do the pump logic yet. So there needs to be like a storage tank of this. Oh wait, this needs lithium too. I only did the math for the lithium for this. This also needs lithium. That's annoying. Okay. This is such a complicated science. On top of the fact that you also have to do the whole heating thing here. It's not just making it, it's like making it work and not being able to come back in and do extra stuff. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. This needs a pump. Never made it this far on Aquilo. Aquilo gets weird. It's definitely a very hard science, for sure. Very different. Okay, so, because we need a loop back here so that the output doesn't get full of the fluorium there. So this will only pump if this is less than half. Yeah, that's not too bad to work out. Read contents. What do these hold? 25k. So you'll only enable if contents Hot fluoroketone less than 12.5. Okay. I had such a pretty way that I did this on my first run too. I put so much time into like getting this piping looking really pretty and neat, but I'm less interested in that this time. Kind of just want it to work. Am I out of refined concrete? Sick. Power. Oh, I unhooked power. That's what happened. Yeah, this pump here makes sense. I just hate like not sharing a heat pipe for anything. Like this is just kind of a useless heat pipe. Because it does kind of matter. You only have so much heat you're producing, and the more pipe you spread it out over, the more heat you need to produce. That'll work. That gets all of them. I should still be able to run pipe pretty easily here. The pipe doesn't make it around that way, but if I do a gap here, I can run you around. This also needs oil input. And then this will need the gas input. Okay. I don't like having these sides disconnected, but they'll connect again somewhere. Alright, and then this needs lithium, which I forgot about. Oh man, that means I need to move this to... Ah! Ah! Okay. How much does this need? 0.6. We only need one of these. Doesn't even need to be boosted, I don't think. It does need to be boosted. Okay. So you need ammonia as well. And I guess this will be a direct insert kind of deal, like this was. Well, the ammonia has to move back now and have a pipe. Because I can't connect these three inputs the way that I want to. That won't work though, we can't get heat there. Ah. This part of the puzzle is something. Does it work if I move this over? No, I still can't get to this pipe. Hi, Liv. I just don't want to move it back that far. I gotta come all the way back here if I want to do undergrounds. But I guess that's just the way to do it. No, it's gotta come back even further if I want to do one that makes it to there. Oh, I guess I could have one of these here. It's getting uglier by the second. Alright, and then you'll need a requester chest with holmium plates. Okay. Everything should be heated there. He has his input. Okay. I think this functions. And then we'll just need to bring back the excess hot fluoroketones from here. And then the last thing we need is this. Oh, and then the ice from this needs to go on a belt. Where are you at? You're just stuck on novice. Oh my god. You're telling me you ran out of storage? I didn't think that was possible on this thing. Really? This ship ran out of storage. Whatever, you're close enough. Go to the next stop. Actually, just go straight to Aquilo. That means this guy's probably going to run out too when it comes back. Yeah. I have more of these. Oh yeah, but I'm out of concrete. Oh, I'm just out of these. Well, that's not going to be good. This thing's going to overfill bad. Oh, no, I was looking at my own inventory. No, we're fine. Okay. All right, back to this. I mean, I think it's ready-ish. The ammonia is going to come in from that side, but the ice is also going to come from there, so I want it nearby. Then I'm also going to need a decent way to receive the hot fluoroketone, which if I put it right here, it'll automatically go back in here, which is nice. So I think we'll do this. Yeah, and if I hook this up to this, we'll get some heat spreading. Doesn't go through here. This one's not hooked up to anything. Oh, I did not set up a good hookup to this. There we go, I did. I just didn't know I did. Look at that. Oh, it's perfect. Wow, look at that. That looks like I planned it. Oh, that one doesn't have heat access. Okay. How do I get heat to that? Oh, this planet's frustrating. Okay, let me get this hooked up first and we'll keep working on it. Do I have room to just stick an offshore pump here? I do, look at that. I love being able to just punch holes in the ice for that. I didn't give you access to heat either. Or power. Oh, I didn't put power plants on any of this. Hi, Zev. Or power poles. Yeah, that reaches all of this. A very real and true water polo this morning. A real and true water polo. I don't think they do water polo anymore. I heard that got patched. Heard they got rid of it. Last month's update. Shoes got really wet. Am I really gonna have to move this whole plant over one just to heat up this one stupid pipe? I can't think of any other way to heat it up. Oh. No, then I'd have to turn this. I got nothing. Move the tank down one and a couple to the side. I can't because the pump's in the way. I'd have to get real wacky with the piping on the pump, I feel like. Move the pump with it. Well, then there's no room. The pump is a 2x1. Nah, best solution is this. Ain't the prettiest solution, but I just move this over one dot and everything's fixed. Remaking all of it one over. Yeah! My favorite. Man, I am starting to remember the part of the Aquilo puzzle that I really enjoy, though. There's no other planet that makes you think like this. They have different challenges. This one is such a unique challenge of making sure a heat pipe can touch every object. Is such a crazy little puzzle to solve. I'm gonna recycle the ice for now until I hook it up to a belt. Just so I can get it going. Because I want heat coming out. Oh, I have to hook oil up to it. Ah! Okay, I have oil here. It doesn't have heat. It's too far. No, I never used any schematics to get past this. It's just a lot of problem solving. Luckily, I'm generating a stupid amount of heat. Okay. And that's what this guy's for. So he's also going to generate heat for us. Okay. Part 1 operational. Now we need to hook up this. So I got to go build some pump jacks out here and extend our island a bit. Oh, I do remember something I did last time that we'll do as we get further along, probably. I ran a heat pipe around the entire perimeter of the island so that it was like a heat bus. I could just pull from it anywhere for heat. It's kind of hard to pump that much heat around, though. It's much easier to just make sure every setup has its own heat source. This over here makes a stupid amount of heat. All of this is so hot. This is where the real heat's coming from. This makes a good amount too, though. How are we doing on power so far? Oh, we're fine. Okay. You guys really didn't stock me up on much, did you there? Forget how slow the bots are. Will this pull from my trash slots? It doesn't. Yeah, we extended the island. Okay. Let's get these set up. Then I'm going to have to run heat over here. Pump jacks. Okay. Well, that's nice. Those are easy to hook up. This is the easiest setup I've ever seen. That's beautiful. Okay. Each one of these will need some beaconing. Some heat pipe over here. That'll be enough for that. And for that. Move over one. All right. And then power. It's such a wacky puzzle. It's like, make sure it has heat, make sure it has power. I haven't even been using big power poles here yet. We haven't had a reason to, but we're finally far enough. Oh yeah, this is super hot. Look how fast that's going. It'll slow down though. Alright, that should get us enough fluorine. Oh, I actually had a little baby one there, but this should be enough. Ooh, these have low per second rates on them. I mean, they'll be beaconed here in a minute, but do we have enough for this? 30. It's gonna be a little tight there. We'll have to see. Actually just gonna let the whole thing kick on a check. We might even have to grab this little guy on our way by. These are a lot slower than I expected. Okay, we're fine. No, this one's 10. We're good. Oh, you don't have heat, do you? Ooh, it might just be this guy carrying, though. One, 5, 10, 3. So we're at about 20, about 29. 6.39. Okay, it's not the best. I'll make a little tank so we can stockpile some. All right. I'm probably gonna want to hit this on the way by too, just to make sure. Not that he has a lot, but oh, he has a ton. 14. Okay, that was a good idea. Okay. The need for concrete under every single one of these two just really seals that in. Seals in the difficulty on this planet. Okay, that should connect up. Oh, I guess we just didn't feel like placing this one. Somehow doing it twice. Oh, Buff somehow doing it twice. He's feeling extra huggy today. Just towards Ronan, though. The frozen pipes thawing. Alright. I was kind of hoping to just run it up right next to this, but... yeah, I might run it on just the other side of this. Oh, I can't, though. I can if I go the right spot. We can make it happen. Because it's just... we use so much of this pipe here. Yeah, this will help me keep it a little A little warmer. You need some here. Okay. And then we'll need a little loop around here. Okay. There is fluorine gas solved. And then the last part we need is the lithium, which is going to pump from up here. The existence of crude oil. Yeah. We have crude oil patches. We have lithium brine patches. And we have fluorine patches. And that's pretty much all you get. And the ammonia ocean. Must have had life on it at some point. True, yeah, that's probably the logic back there. I wish they would have put an enemy on Aquilo. Like, not one that you necessarily have to defend against, but maybe, like, just something in the water. Even if it was just visual. Just an occasional, like, enormous eye that would peer up at you from under the water, and then, like, some spines and tails would swim back down or something. Just something nightmare-inducing under the ocean here. Just to make you worry about it a little bit. Oh, you know what it could be? I literally just solved what the enemy should be. So, your space restriction, right? With the ice platforms, similar to how the lightning tower ranges work on, oh, this would be so sick. So, like, how you have lightning tower ranges on Fulgora, right? These guys, see how they have, like, a range? Reuse the same mechanic, right, with the range, but it's like a sound vibrator that you have to have on your ice platforms. And if you don't have it covered by sound vibration that scares the sea monster away, it can come and, like, smash up some of your platforms. That would be sick. Please show us the Aquilo enemies and scroll down. Oh wait, there were Aquilo enemies. Oh, there were, and they scrapped them. Okay, hold on. So this post says, Factorio Space Age is out and it's amazing and it will highly replayable game for me for years yet to come, especially with mods. Not asking you to change a thing, but the big-brained, long-tentacled creatures that were teased earlier on that apparently were going to be the Aquilo enemies. What happened to them? All the artwork, sprites, alpha playthrough footage. How are they supposed to interact with the player environment? Give us an info dump about these mobs that never were. This might just be fan art. That thing's freaky looking. The blog post with the concept art. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that was real concept art for an Aquilo enemy. I don't like this pustule thing right here. I don't like that. Wood. Will be more plants, but Google said no. No, there's so many. They announce anything. They don't really try to hide stuff about this game if there was anything real. These would have been sick too. These would have been cool. The way I envision it though is something incomprehensibly massive under the water that you just catch glimpses of. Why are we out of platform hub space? Oh, it's because I'm still requesting all that concrete. We don't need all that concrete and steel anymore. Here, drop all this off over here. I accidentally got another 4,000 concrete that I don't need. Giant whale. Maybe a whale. I'm thinking something freakier, though. Like, I want nightmares. Maybe there's a mod. Yeah, welcome in, Everbane. Yeah, but I want it part of the game. We see Reddit? Oh. I want it official canon. I want a canon evil monster under the ocean in this. What if it's there? What if it's just so rare no one's seen it? But there is something under the ocean. That'd be so cool. Oh, are we full consuming the lithium brine too? We are. Yikes. Oh, I have a few unused patches though. Okay. I am hopeful that this playthrough I will play at a high enough scale that I will need trains on Aquilo. I've just never seen a need for it, but I would be thrilled to have to actually use trains on Aquilo. Get annoyed. But yeah, you do have to kind of import everything here. Because there's really no way to produce anything like... Well, okay, you could have a ship. You could have a ship that ships down like raw materials. Kind of like how the Space Casino works, but just not even doing it with Gamba. Just straight up have it dropping like iron and stuff. Because you have infinite copper and iron from even just a stagnant spaceship up there. Whoa. Holy flashbang. That was a lot of materials. Is that going to fill the storage? No, we're good. I guess let me, I need to move some of these. Might hurt the inventory a little bit, but it's worth. Alright, you are going to make me a couple of rocket silos. Oh, these need heat. Ah! Hold on. I realized I didn't say anything when I jumped up. Caitlin got home, but I locked her out, so I had to open the door. Give me a second. That's so funny. I guess Caitlin's sleeping in the car. She got us a new cat lamp, but it's Christmas themed. Look. We have a Christmas themed cat lamp now.
Bright. I don't know what cat lamp is.
Oh, I like block him 90% of the time.
Hi, people.
She changed hair.
Yeah.
She went back to her natural hair.
If you guys ever wondered, I'm not true blonde.
Yeah. I have a new wife. I got a brunette wife now.
Actually, as a child, I was like bleach blonde until like high school. And then this is what my hair turned to.
Poor Callie. Hi, Callie.
She's right there.
She's been mostly not attention seeky tonight.
Traded her in for the younger model, yeah.
Thank you.
IDK-wise.
Definitely came back from the hairdresser younger.
That is how it works. Hey, Maddie.
Did you bring me any drinkies?
No, but you know
Oh.
what? My parents' fridge water tastes so bad. Like, I was drinking that on the way home. I was like, this tastes so bad.
Ours tastes pretty good.
Ours tastes
I
good.
don't notice ours.
Thank you. I am going to have to start wearing makeup, though, because...
Are you
with-
matching high school Caitlin
Oh,
photo?
yeah.
Do you-
Well, I had highlights here. This was like the first time I ever highlighted my hair. But you can kind of see minus the highlights.
I like how all photos from that time period have this like dreamy aesthetic.
It's the airbrushing that they do to them. That's what it is.
It's like pre-good Photoshop.
Yeah.
They all have this like very obvious dream-like edit on them.
And I cut my hair long too. Well, this is long for me. Normally I have it like...
We agreed the long hair makes more
normally I
sense
have
with
it to
brunette
here,
though.
But
Because like she gets her short hair here when she's blonde.
yeah, it makes sense with brunette because when you bleach your hair blonde, your hair is so
Yeah,
unhealthy.
it just falls off.
Anywho, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, you gotta get to a couch. Callie threw it up in the bedroom today.
On the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my kidney hurts. Anybody else's kidney hurt?
You don't need that. You're fine. Oh, am I good to go to Boys Night Disney World with Jesse? on the
Who's
28th?
driving home?
Don't worry about the details.
No, I need to worry about the details.
You could drive us and wait for us outside the whole night. I'll find out. But I'm not previously obligated on the 28th night.
Oh, Ronan, I just had surgery like a week ago on my kidney.
You going now? Yeah, we moved our honeymoon cruise because Caitlin is still pain. So rather than honeymooning while she hurts if she stands up too long, we moved cruise. So now I can go to Disney. I just read Ronan's message. What in the girl problem is kidney hurting?
Actually, Ronan, speaking of that.
This was funny. She caught the doctors off guard with this one.
When we were in the ER, or not in the ER, it was like before surgery, like the anesthesiologist was like asking me, making sure, I don't have any crazy problems. And, the he goes, okay, so like, what did he ask exactly?
He asked something about
remember?
like how's your stomach, because
Oh, yeah,
they've been
like-
giving her like lots of pain meds.
Yeah, like how's your stomach doing, or like do you have stomach problems? Because they also don't want you to like throw up, right? Like when you're under anesthesia. Or like, have you ever had any stomach problems? And I said, well, other than just being a girl. And he like looked at me, looked at his thing, looked back and like laughed because he was like, he like realized what I like. At first he was like, he heard like other than, and I think he started to get nervous that I had a stomach problem.
Then he was like, oh, she's just saying she has the normal level of girl, my stomach hurts. It was very funny though, and she said it so fast that he like rebooted.
It was also just like one of those things that like I just like I couldn't help but to say it. But also I was so drugged, you guys, at this point. Like I was talking to my mom about that. Like how they were even like
You were like 3 days
asking
deep
me-
into like morphine's older brother, Toradol.
Yeah, like they shouldn't have been asking me anything, like
Yeah.
honestly.
You were not fit to answer questions.
I found out today that it takes a month for anesthesia to get out of my system. So my mom was like, yeah, it makes sense as to why yesterday, like, you went home and slept.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you do that every day, but
No, I can blame it on anesthesia for the next couple of weeks.
I have 2 adult knees. Oh yeah, you don't need the kid knees anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, P-Max.
Yeah, mine is hurting just in this side, though.
I have aging adult knees.
I mean, we need to figure out, like, safety logistics.
Yeah, that part's fine. Let me text. I can Didney 28.
That's the day after.
Day after Thanksgiving.
I might also just go to Disney
That would be funny. You just go to, just not with us.
that day. Yeah, I just
That would be funny. We occasionally run into you looping the other way.
Yeah. I will not claim you. I will ignore
I
your
would
asses.
avoid us,
I
yeah.
will ignore you guys so hard. Like, you don't.
Oh yeah, I think Danielle taking baby to Magic when we go.
Yeah, but she's going with a bunch of siblings.
Yeah. You'd probably have more fun just Epcot by yourself walking
I
around.
think,
Yeah. I underscore.
Last time I went to Magic Kingdom, they really pissed me off, so I'm not a big Magic Kingdomer.
Yeah, we had a bad Magic Kingdom. All right, I gotta build my factory.
Okay.
It's factory time.
All right. Love ya.
I love.
Maybe I'll text Rach and see what she's doing Friday.
Yeah, that could work. There's a wall or a couch or something there. Oh yeah, underscore nice. What are you there for? All right. Is Fluff defined as a medical? Yeah, I'm an existing medical problem. Work present for utilities. Nice. I think there's a lot of work trips to Orlando. There's a lot of stuff there. Alright, that should very slowly make me 4 rocket silos. I don't need 4,000 steel or 800 engines anymore. I want some more of these. Largest hotel city in the south. Oh, that makes sense. There's just like infinite hotels, so they just schedule all kinds of conferences there. That does make sense.
Totally made that up, but it sounds right. We'll go with it's canon. It's fact. We'll run see it. See you, rodent. Yeah, I'll be right here. Waiting. Oh, this needs ammonia too. I mean, we should have plenty of ammonia, right? Yeah, we're constantly full on ammonia right now, so we want to absorb more ammonia. I'm telling you, the most useful blueprint I've ever made. A 90-degree pipe bend. Pay attention to how often I use that blueprint. It's unbelievable. That is the most useful blueprint in the game right there. See the pic? Oh yeah, what was that for? Is that job? What you doing? I love me a good Ronin face reveal, but I figured there was a reason you sent. I mean, I've seen your face, but I figured there was also a reason you sent it. Nice. You doing like camera op stuff? Sounds good. Yeah, get to whatever you need to do. Probably that. Okay, we almost have functional Aquilo science. We're right there. Alright, that's gonna be that. We'll have ice coming out here. We're right there. It's happening. Now I just need to get fluorine over here. 15, 15, 15. I ain't gonna have that kind of extra. These ain't making that much. This whole thing doesn't even make 15. I mean, I guess we have to cut this off. How much of this do I have? Not even that much. But yeah, this one's gonna have to get cut down. I don't even think this collectively makes 15 though. Maybe just barely. I have to eat my words about not needing to train any resources in.
Okay. That's all connected now. It'd be nice if it connected this from the top, but... Looks like I can probably run a pipe through here, maybe? Somewhere? Here? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. We're almost there. Okay. We have lithium. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Okay. Think we have everything we need. Nope, I haven't hooked this up yet. Oh, I did hook this up. Okay. What are we... Why aren't you running yet? Lithium. Chromium. That's why. And then we don't need ice until over here. Okay. So... We're gonna need... Okay. A couple of these undergrounds. Okay, that's good enough for the ice to get here. Okay. Alright, so now we just need ice. It would be nice to stack inserter these, but the way I set up the heating, that's not going to happen. It could. This could move further. Let's do that. This should definitely be stack inserted. Oh, I need a beacon. This will work right here. Okay. Okay. Oh, this has to move now. Okay. Stack inserters for ice. Which side of the belt is this going to be on? Perfect. I guess it didn't matter because it's going to be right here.
All right, we have our mixed belt. Set you up on a circuit condition. Only enable if ice greater than 35. Oh, and we're perfectly consuming the ammonia too. I forgot about that. That's a big step up. Ooh, we're not. Oh no, we're making enough of that. Yeah, okay. Okay. So last bit we need to do. These are all facing the wrong way. Okay. I should make a blueprint of these little undergrounds for this too, because I do this all the time. Where's the ice at? Down here. Oh, this doesn't have the... There it is. Aquilo science. Ha ha ha. We've solved Aquilo. Oh, we didn't have enough blue circuits here? No. Do we have blue circuits now? We do. I'm gonna increase it. Now I know what I'm in for when I go there. We're not done yet. This is just the start. So once we get the research, we still need to... This is the big one, quantum processors. So these are like your next circuit. This is like green circuit, red circuit, blue circuit, quantum processors. These are what we use for portable fusion reactor. Way better suit power. Takes up less space too. Fusion reactor, which you need this level of power for endgame space age. Unlocking Prometheum science, which also unlocks Solar System Edge and Shattered Planet. Railguns, which I think you need for the huge asteroids to go to Shattered Planet. And that's the rest of the unlocks here. Oh, and Foundation. Foundation's big. Foundation very big. That lets you expand over lava on Vulcanus and deep oil oceans on Fulgora. All right, we kind of have an Aquilo though. Now, when I get to these, because they use lithium, factory must grow. Yep. And this is one of the hardest things to make in the game. It's processing units from likely novice is where you're making them, but you can make them wherever. But processing units, tungsten carbide from Vulcanus, superconductors from Fulgora, carbon fiber from Gleba, lithium plate from Aquilo. So it uses ingredients from all 5 planets just to make these quantum processors. And they can only be made on Aquilo. Or in space, I think. Yeah, these guys are hard to make. I'm amazed amazed that I keep running out of space here. Oh, it's because I still have the 4,000 steel plate on there. I don't need that. I'm going to have him skip Fulgora and come straight here again. And I'm just going to have this request extra steel plate, I think, because I don't want it stuck there. I'll just ask for all that steel plate. And hopefully we got enough, we have 1,200 blue circuits. It should hopefully be enough to get the rocket silos made. That's all they need. Man, that's satisfying to watch that kick on there. And it generates its own heat, which is great. Anything you can do to generate heat on this planet is a win. Doesn't quite fit there or here. You can go here. Oh, am I gonna have to heat these? Aw, man. That defeats the entire purpose of this. Alright, hold on. I didn't realize I can just mouse over to see the progress on transit. That's cool. Waiting for the rocket. Need those blue circuits. It's crazy how much stuff this thing can send down at once. And then the poor bots. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to cool this. Or warm this, not cool. Then normally this is here, so I guess these are gonna be spaced a little bit. Oh, even one further. Yeah, that should work. That doesn't actually go all the way out there.
Okay, and then you're gonna need... Dang, we used all those blues. Is this really grabbing that many? Yeah, this uses 20 blues per second. Oof. Okay, let's get those out first. Because we're gonna need those for other things. Well, I gotta make sure this gets made first. Oh, this doesn't even have requesters. Really hot. Yeah, the same kind of thing, but inverse would have been pretty cool. That would be a neat challenge to have. Oh, man. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'll up all the amounts on these once we kind of have more stockpiled. The rockets I should have a good amount already. 200 of those. This too, I should have a decent amount already here. Okay. Alright. Got some Aquilo things going on. Oh, these all need heat. Oh, welcome in, Hobbit. Bunny is essentially a temperature management simulator. It's a flawed game in a lot of ways, but the thermal management is something I've never seen in any other game. You can heat solid ice, turn it into liquid or gas, and it behaves as such. Okay, how can we add a Factorio? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Also, welcome in, Hobbit. I'm gonna look that one up. Is it like a automation game, like same kind of vein as this, or just way different? Oh, oxygen not included. Okay. I do actually know about oxygen not included. I have watched a playthrough. I don't know, which is weird because of how much I like the logistic management of Factorio. I don't know how interested I am on like Civ management. Like I enjoyed Anno, but I've looked at like, what's the other? Yeah, RimWorld. I've looked at RimWorld, and RimWorld just doesn't look like it does it for me. It's a hard choice of hard to tell for me if I would like it or not. Yeah, I don't like the babysitting part. We have rockets on Aquilo, and we have science on Aquilo. Huge. These guys are ripping too. Look at all that. How much we got? 2K. Look at that. I guess we officially have Aquilo exports now. We've got cryo plants. Got these. Callie, you're yelling. Uh-huh. You're screaming at me. Yeah.
Okay, what do we need next? We're kind of lacking on some of the resources that I would like to have here. Oh, I still have all this concrete clogging this up too. Can I fit more storage? One. Yeah, that one storage is going to be a game changer right there. I guess I could get rid of some solar power backup and add more. Because this thing just keeps running out of storage on me. There we go. Callie. These are waiting on rocket fuel. I should probably stop importing that and make a dedicated rocket fuel generator. That way we only have to import LDS and blue circuits. How come you don't want to yell when I hold you up to the microphone, but you yell at me the whole time you're in here? Oh, there she goes. Okay. Had to relocate Callie and said hi to Caitlin again because I haven't seen her all day. Really no point in leaving this here because these have the opposite effect, right? Once they aren't producing heat, these are actually like a heat drainer, right? They take a lot more heat than like just a single pipe would. Okay, if I wanted to fully power 4 rockets, these use 1.25 per second, so I need a total of 5 rockets per second. This should be a really easy infinite one to set up, though. Should actually be a really similar setup to this, right? No, it'll be a similar setup to the nuclear setup. Because it needs water, too. Okay, let's cook something up over here. Oh yeah, how did that happen? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Running late, so I was just doing one scoop. Of course it start the whole thing, then I feed Callie, then I pack lunch as and I look over and the thing is not in there properly, it's like half out, so the water is just like going down, boiling like all the grounds and coffee, like I mean it was like it was so crazy how it was happening. Like I don't even think you could do it if you
That's so funny.
And I looked at it and I went, and so I grabbed the Keurig like K-cup, reusable K-cup, and like washed, I like rinsed
And
that
just
out
made
and
a-
just made a regular coffee. Because I was like, I can't do it.
That's funny. You gotta get her back out of here
Come on,
now.
Cal. Out. Let's go.
She is. Caitlin was explaining to me her story from this morning. I wake up with a text from her that says, "Sorry about the mess in the kitchen. I fought with the coffee maker this morning." Like, oh, interesting. What happened? And she was explaining, yeah, we have an espresso machine that we got. Not a Nespresso, an espresso, like a proper one. Did she? Oh, she lost. We got it as a gift for our wedding registry. And yeah, she like didn't put it in right. And the way espresso machines work is they make super hot water and they pressurize, force it through coffee. Well, the thing wasn't in right, so it just starts shooting pressurized water at the loose coffee grounds, but it was open on the side. And she was like packing her lunch and stuff, and she looks and it's just spraying like coffee water and grounds all over the kitchen next to her. And she was already running late for work and didn't have time to clean it, so I came out to just like a murder scene next to the coffee maker. Okay, let's think about how this is gonna work. Like, I almost don't want to redesign the water generator part because it took me so long to figure out. And all I need to do... No, but I don't have any room to get the ammonia out. I think I do need to redesign it, which is unfortunate. Okay, so this is solid fuel, water, ammonia. This one's also ammonia and will probably be right next to it. Oh, and it's more crude oil. We don't have a ton of crude oil left to play with. This would require 10. And then if I make... Dang, I would need a lot of these. I think I will full speed boost this though, because I need a lot of this. Hello there, Minival. Okay, that gets me enough solid fuel. But doesn't get me... I won't have enough ammonia. Even one of these full boosted caps out at 500. So I'm gonna need 2. Yeah. So this one would make just enough ammonia for this. And then I would need another one here. And this one doesn't need that many. Just needs enough to get to 150. Which is right there. And the rest can be efficiency. Okay. And you can be efficiency too. Alright, so that gets you enough. We do some kind of pipe thing here. Some kind of pipe thing here. And we need water. So this uses 50 water per second, which a single one of these makes. And it can be hooked up right there with an ice grabber. Perfect. The Rizzler is a GeoGuessr prodigy. Memory lane bull. I don't know if I wanted to read that out loud today. Okay, these are perfect, and then they just need an ice recycler next to each of them. Or behind each one of them. This is much easier to set up infinite rocket fuel than I expected. Oh, well, it needs crude oil. I'm actually going to have to run a train, I think. I have to get crude oil in here. Read contents. Can I just copy this one? Yeah, only enable if greater than 35. This isn't gonna handle an extra 40 something ice per. This one's gonna need 2 recyclers. Hot Ones interviews, but the questions are GeoGuessr locations the guests know. Huh. Might not be a terrible idea. I don't even know if that'll keep up with 45. That's a lot of ice to recycle. What can these do? These are 12 per second. Yeah, we actually need 2 arms per. And we just gotta hope these are fast enough. And if they're not, I can speed module them. And then they definitely will be, because ice recycles quick. Okay. So this is set to read contents include crafting. What are the frozen? I know, the frozen textures do look good. So these will only do this if this is greater than 35. These aren't reading hand contents. Okay. This should make a whole bunch of rocket fuel. But I'm going to need 4 of these. I'm really going to need like 5 or 6 of them. Let's do the math for 6. So I would need 360 crude oil per second. Which I think at that point is I need to go find an oil patch. So I don't think this additional here is going to give me enough. I mean, we could check. So what? This should be 56, right? Oh no, wait. Some of these are really high. Okay, no, we probably have enough. I'm underestimating how powerful some of this oil is. Let's see. As long as 1 or 2 of these cracks like 100 per. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay. Okay, I was a little worried. I didn't need to be. Yeah, this one's 200. Incredible. I don't even have these 2 hooked up yet. Okay. I was very worried that I was going to have to import. That's another 46, another 59. Okay. Yeah, we've got plenty of oil now. Okay, let's figure this out. We're gonna need that there just to get to that one arm on the inside. If I was gonna make one thing in space that I was tired of importing on this planet, it would be the heat pipes. That would be my contribution from space. What is this? Oh, that's an arm. I think that's good. I think everything is heated. I think we have all the excess ice taken care of. I'm actually going to put a second one here too, just to be safe. And then I just need like 6 of these. Oh, and I need a pass-through for oil. Oh, that's not gonna work there. Can't heat that. No, I don't want to mess up the little box. I'll get the oil out. It's so clean. Aw, man. So many nerds. There's a lot of nerds in this chat. It's the nature of Factorio. I'm gonna have to... No, I can't mess up the tileability of it. I'm determined to... We're getting out of this situation, one way or another. I want to find a way. I found a way! I just have to do the... Yeah, see? I knew it was possible. Soon to be... Yeah! I don't want no soon-to-be doctor telling me I'm a nerd. Ooh, and it makes it. Look at that. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. This might be my finest work. Ooh, you know what? I didn't add an output for this.
It's sub-redemption time again.
my very rare tier 2 subber. Hello there, Moist Dust. Thank you for the 6 months. Aw, man, I want a heat outlet for these. Maybe I'll hang them off the edge of the island. I'm okay with that. Because I want it to store, but then I also want it to heat. Because the more heat we can generate here, the better. Okay. And I should probably build a RoboPort into this print. He doesn't fit with the heat pipes there. If I move this up one, he would. Oh, but then I won't be able to heat these. I can just have RoboPorts at the bottom of them. Dang, he's so close to fitting, too.
I mean, he does fit. It's just... Oh, wait, no. It lets the heat through still. Yeah, this is fine. We can have a RoboPort in here. Yeah, it's still all connected. I can even have 2 if I really wanted extra RoboPorts. Power poles. We haven't done those yet. Thought I was done with this blueprint. Ugh, that'd be the perfect power pole spot. I don't have any other way to get this out, though. Oof. Where is this gonna go? I guess I could use little power poles. It's kind of cringe, though. I mean, 1 power pole here gets everything on this side. This would be the perfect next spot, right there. I don't have any way to run that heat through, do I? Thinking. This is tough. This is a hard one right here. I really don't want to use little power poles. Kind of have 2 spots that could possibly work. Somewhere here, but it doesn't look like that'll work because of the RoboPort. If I didn't have the RoboPort, it would be fine. How attached to this RoboPort am I? The other option is right here, but then I have to make a different way for it to put it into logistics chests, which I don't think I have. Here would also work, but again, same problem. We don't have a way to get the heat through anymore. This is so close to working. Also so close to working. Ah. How bad would little power poles look? That doesn't even work. I can't get that power through there. Ah. I think I have to give up on the RoboPort being in here. So if I get rid of the RoboPort, I can put it right here and it's perfect. I'll just put the RoboPort like back here or something. Ooh, it won't power a RoboPort though. It's a one-off. Ah. It would go so good right here. Is this necessary? I don't think that pipe's necessary. This one's also not necessary. I can't move that up because we'll lose the heat to the inside ones. But everything is connected right now. But because of where I put this, I mean, I can put another power pole right here, I guess. Oh, but it's one off for the RoboPort. Whatever, that's gonna be how it works. Oh, nope, I still have one more problem to solve. I don't have an ammonia input for the... Ah! It's not over yet. I thought I had it. I did not have it.
Oh man, what do I do now? This one's easy. This one. Punch a hole. Well, I can for this one. What do I do with this one? Okay, I know what I do for this one. Yeah, it's just long enough. Look at that. And that heat'll go right there. Beautiful. Messes up my tileability a little bit, but whatever. I'm desperate now. Making compromises. Where's my offshore pumps? Ooh, these don't punch pretty holes, do they? That won't even work where it's at. Will it? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. It won't let me auto-paste this, though. I'm going to have to leave that off of the blueprint. Does the inventory sorting work? I have no idea. Okay, so this will work. It's just going to need its own little source. Oof, it's 500 per, though. Well, I guess if it has its own offshore pump right there, it'll be okay. And that also doesn't need heat. Okay. We are ready to copy-paste it. I need 6 of these, I think. I probably should test run one of them before I just full commit. Might be a decent idea. Oh, I've got all my rockets up now, too. Let's go. That means we can do research. Hold on, come on back. I only have 30 seconds. I gotta move this. Science. 2000. Go. Hold. Don't. He's gonna auto go. Oh, no, he's not. We have it paused now from that. No rocket silos accepting automatic requests. Oh. Oh no, it's requesting these first. I mean, sure, we need them anyway. Aquilo rockets! Ah! We have conquered space. All of space is ours. Now we just gotta hope Gleba science is still functioning. Oh my god, it is. This is the sturdiest Gleba I have ever made. I really felt like this Gleba was trash, and I've only had to come here and fix it one time. I'm so impressed. This thing is an absolute tank. Minus, like, random things of construction missing because of,
whatever I did here. Are these just too far apart? What is this? Oh, everything's broken up here. Okay, we're actually having pest issues now. I wasn't expecting that to be a real problem. Everything's broken. Well, that's not my problem. That's somebody else's problem. Let's turn this thing on. Oh, this is going to need to be connected to power too. Didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't put this power pole back in. He's going. He has Aquilo science. What a beautiful sight. Come on. Just gotta get this initial push. I have to go get more rocket fuel. I guess I could just drag one of these really hot pipes over, but come on. Progress. Come on. Almost there. Okay. Everything should be running. Ooh, there's one spot that doesn't get heat there. Oh, these don't need a circuit condition. These are voiding all ice. Full on ammonia. No crude oil. I gotta pump crude oil in here. Oh, there's a lot of problems to fix. Well, in that case, I'm probably just going to paste the rest of them. Nah, I'll run the crude oil first. I'm just going to have to tear down a bunch of stuff, though. Am I confident that it'll work? Do I just run it? Just rip it? This should generate some pretty beefy heat here, too.
Okay. We have to unfreeze all of the crude oil for it to to get those pipes hot enough. This is a nightmare. Okay. Has to be functional by now. Waiting on these last couple pipes. Need that pipe unfrozen and this pipe unfrozen. Now that I'm looking at it, I could have saved myself a lot of pain if this was a long arm inserter and this was all moved over just one. And I could run a heat line through there. Yeah, he's on now. Okay. Are we avoiding ice out of this guy fast enough? Barely. But we don't need the full ammonia from this. Oh, we do need the full ammonia from this. Yeah, we're running into speed issues on the recyclers. Okay, so these front ones, not even this one. These are going to need that. There we go. And then, I mean, I guess while we're at it, why not? Does help the base out a bit. Oh, those are probably all at the limit, though. Yeah. Oh, we only need 2 of those in each. Okay, we can save a lot of power there. Oh, wait, is that a mistake I'm making in all of these? No, because these aren't even at the limit because they're, well, this one is, but like these ones don't hit the limit because you're counteracting so much from the blues. Okay. Thought we'd been making a very dumb mistake here. But these do not need 4. Okay. Now, I don't know what kind of problems this guy is going to have when we're full on rocket fuel. I think it'll be okay because everything has an ice void. But there is a chance that it could like deadlock itself somehow because this won't be able to burn enough rocket fuel. That's why I didn't even circuit limit this because it's going to fill this and be completely full anyway. Good night, Spider. Okay, this is sick though.
Doesn't look like we're over consuming oil either, which is good. That's a lot of rocket fuel. And heat. These are going to be spicy. They're not yet, but they'll get there. This whole thing's going to be glowing. Probably consuming a good amount of power. Oh yeah. Like half the amount of power our whole base uses right there. It's because of these guys fully speed moduled. Those are ripping. Could probably back down the rate a little, but we can always make more power. These aren't even running at max capacity. They can handle 2 more modules of this on the end. If the heat will travel efficiently enough, which I don't think it does. Yeah, because this is only at 760 something up here. It is weird how it, similar to Gleba, kind of becomes this whole living organism where the heat is like keeping all of each other alive. Yeah, I probably could have built this in a way where I have 2 heating towers at the end. But I'm okay with it. This is fine. I don't want to void too much of the rocket fuel. I still need to make 5 per second. We can take rocket fuel off of the imports, though. Got plenty of that now. Yeah, I know. Oh, it barely connects the logistic network there, too. Let's go. Now, a smarter person, instead of voiding all this ice, would beef up the speed on this guy, pump the ammonia backwards, and run all the extra ice into a bunch of these, and just combine this design with this. But I don't know if we're trying to be that smart. That's a lot of smart to work on. It'd be pretty cool, though. Wouldn't even be hard. We've got the room. We run a belt. I'm thinking about it. But I just have such good functioning ones right now. And this works, and I don't have to think about it. But it would make so much sense to turn all of the extra ice here into platforms. Because we have the ammonia extra here we could do it with. It'd be so easy. Playing smart causes way too many issues. Yeah, that's the problem. Welcome in, Throll. Played my first game of Arc Raiders. Let's go, off spec. I ran a little bit again last week, just offline with Tom. Arc Raiders is so good, though. Fantastic game. Dude, when I'm playing this game, especially on like Aquilo, where I'm actually thinking and puzzling, I straight up forget I'm live. I'm just talking out loud. And then a new chatter will come in, and it like reels me back in, and I realize I'm streaming on Twitch. It's a positively reinforced thumb. There you go. Port more games, please. Look, we buy games if Steam Deck. Oh, don't get me started on that one, off spec. I have been ranting about that being the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life for days. I have been hating on that harder than anything I've ever hated on in the history of this channel. Please don't, oh boy. This has been quite the topic on stream for days. Yeah, this could easily set me off for another 3 hours. You think all 3 are bad? I haven't looked at any products other than the Steam Cube.
The Steam Cube is entirely dependent on the price. Without going into the full rant again, if it is priced correctly, I'm fine with it. Got beef for the Valve part? Oh yeah. Steam Cube is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. Unless they price it correctly. I'm so tempted to ban Tom right now. Anyway, if you don't want to listen to me say it, I can link you several large creators who have stated my exact thoughts on it before I even watched their videos. To a T, they're all saying the same exact thing I'm saying. Do you understand who the audience is? Literally 0 humans on the face of the earth. Literally not a soul living or breathing on this planet. I will go to the VOD. Here's a large creator regurgitating my same exact opinion that I had before watching it. Where's the WAN show one? Tom said the WAN show was verbatim exactly how I said it too. I don't know where this is at. It's probably this one. I didn't watch it, but Tom said it was my opinion to a T as well. Without me having to go on it. I'm in the same boat. It's literally a pricing thing. I refuse to be rage baited back into an 1.5-hour rant on this, but yeah, it's a pricing thing. You see, it's bait to get me mad. Upgrade to the Steam machine, it'll just be beefier. I'm gonna hold my thoughts, and if you're happy with it, you can be happy with it. rather than my body cannot handle this debate 3 or 4 days in a row. my blood is pumping. Pricing of the VR headset. What are the other products? Yeah, I actually genuinely don't know the other products. To ignore the Steam machine rant again, what are the other products? Because I don't even know what they are. Controller and a headset. Okay, I did look at the controller. Absolutely not for me, but I could see people who maybe like it. I'm just super picky on controllers. I literally won't use anything other than like a PS5 controller. But that one's fine. It looks like the Steam Deck, just like controller form, which again, not for me at all, but that's fine. The VR headset I heard was good. I have zero interest in VR personally, but if I know that space is overpriced and trash, so maybe if they introduce something good, that'd be cool. Be that, but better based on the deck. Yeah, if the controller is good, that's great, because there are not really any controller competitors. There's the PlayStation 5 controller and then nothing. So maybe if it's at least somewhat usable. Oh man, this Steam machine topic already got me going again. Big deal for future devices. I don't know what all those words mean, but I have heard good things about the headset. Sort of workout I need in my life. Beat Saber is a workout. Beat Saber's fun. I support good VR gaming. It's not something that I ever like really put in the effort to try much of. I've tried it one time, but I like how you're conditioned to immediately fix abbreviations for me because you know I'm gonna complain about it.
That's so funny. That's how you can tell a regular chatter actually enjoys it here. They accidentally type an abbreviation, they fix it because I'm too dumb to suss it out. I literally cannot understand abbreviations. Honestly, that one, to me, like, that one seems peer reviewable. That actually seems like there's something little spectrumy about my avoidance of abbreviations. I would agree with Liv if she said that one's peer reviewable, just because of my reaction to it every time. Yeah, that is really all that matters. If it runs Minecraft, then it's a good product, right? It's because you're illiterate. I want to fight the claims of Fluff is illiterate, but there's too much recorded evidence. I really need to make a spoilage out for this thing. I haven't. Well, okay, that's a tutorial literacy thing, though. I'm against long-winded tutorials. Oh, I was like, why aren't we researching? Because I never planned ahead enough to have Aquilo science. Oh, there's spoilage in the towers? What do I do about that? That's actually not my problem. I'm not dealing with that. I refuse to implement a fix for that. What is spoilage? Everything from Gleba. But even the science potions you make on Gleba have a freshness rating, and they can spoil and turn into spoilage in your research. Oh yeah, they all have like 200 spoilage in this trash output here. It's obnoxious. Oh yeah, it is. Gleba is infuriating. You just tell your robots? You pretty much have to build a spoilage out for everything. So every single machine on this planet has different living things that it needs in it. And you have to account for, that's what all these filtered arms are for, are spoilage. So I have belts that run in loops, that these filter out any spoilage of anything that goes bad on the belt. Every single thing has to account for spoilage on this planet. And then you have to make sure you're sending over fresher science. So I even have this pulling out less fresh science as soon as more fresh science is delivered. What do you get for the hassle? All the technologies from this planet. Each planet in Space Age has really, really good, useful, unique tech. So Gleba gives you nothing, really. I mean, you need Gleba sciences, but I don't remember what we get on Gleba. You get some really useful infinite research, plastic productivity, rocket productivity, explosive and flammable damage. What do we get on Gleba? We get asteroid reprocessing and asteroid productivity. Oh, we get biolabs, which is extreme productivity science labs, which are awesome. I think they're also bigger, which solves some of the issues of getting everything figured out here. I think they're bigger. I kind of forgot about that. That's really handy. But yeah, we get biolabs, which help with productivity of science. Oh, this is the gate for efficiency and productivity 3 modules, which are a very big deal. Spidertrons, you get Spidertrons there. Belt stacking. Okay, yeah. Gleba does unlock some of the best tech in Space Age.
It's actually incredibly useful. Can't imagine anything other than the argument against buying a pre-built gaming computer, which I'm pretty sure you swear by. It's legitimately the first rant of me on the Steam machine arguing about this with Tom is 3 hours long. People were leaving stream. PMax left. It is 3 hours of me being extremely correct and Tom being almost as wrong as his take on classical music. It's unbelievable to watch. Can you TLDR? I mean, it's similar to what other creators are saying. Oh man. Oof, oof. The TLDR is, if it is priced like a gaming PC. No, it boils down to Tom's extremely wrong. Possibly the wrongest he's ever been. It boils down to I don't know how to phrase this without going into a full rant about it. It's so hard to describe it. It just needs to be priced right. If it is priced anywhere near the price of a gaming PC, it is the stupidest product I've ever heard of in my life, and the whole company of Valve deserves to crash and burn for even thinking of it. If it is priced like a console, it's an awesome product, and I'm really happy that it's in the space. It's not a bad take! If it's priced $800, you can buy a better machine on Amazon for $800 and go plug it in your living room, and they're making the OS that they're running it on available. You could literally download the same OS. I found an entire computer bundle on Amazon for like $400 that would do the same thing. If it's priced like a console, though, I get it. If it's as bad as you say, you cannot use Steam for the rest of your life. I should make that take, because this is genuinely going to be one of the biggest flops ever launched in tech history. This is going up there with like, I can't even, what is the worst technological flop of all time? Because this is going to triple it. Yes, I would have a problem with that. Why? Because now it's just a worse gaming PC for the same price. It's less functionality than a real computer. I said equivalent. Yeah, but it's not a computer. It's locked into like a weird console. It's literally just a gaming computer. But if it's got some weird OS on it that makes it a console, you can install Windows on it. Okay, then if it's priced for an equivalent hardware and I can install Windows on it, it's only slightly worse because I have to go through the extra steps of installing Windows on it. It's still worse than the equivalent because there's extra steps, because now I gotta do a bunch of research on how to install Windows on it, and I probably have to buy Windows. If that's it, that's it. But there's no way they're going to price it for less than the equivalent hardware in it, because they can advertise it as the Steam machine and make it extra tiny so it costs more. You always pay more for compactness, whether it's got Steam's name on it or not. In the laptop world, anything. PC world, if make smaller with same hardware, cost more money. So you're going to take a 25% size decrease for a 25% price increase, and another tax of Steam made it. Yeah, if it's like $900 to $1,000, that's where my problem is with it. If it's about $400 or $500 like it should be, fantastic product. Yeah, there's probably tax on that too. That's not who I'm buying from. If you're buying an Alienware or an HP, you're also making a mistake if you're buying a full gaming PC from them. NZXT made it. Now that's a good decision. That's what you need to buy. Honestly, what you should do is you should go buy an NZXT pre-built computer and forget the Steam machine ever happened. That will cure all problems here. Yeah, but that's the thing. They're $500. If you come out with a console that is now $1,000, when I could buy the same console because it's just a gaming PC, it's not a console, and I could go hook an HDMI cable up in my living room for less money. But you don't need the internet on your PlayStation. And no matter what they say, the online service on it will not stay free, no matter what they say. That was PlayStation's biggest thing against Xbox for like 10 years, and guess what costs just as much money now? It's literally a computer. They will paywall the internet on the Steam machine, no matter what. They will launch it free. They, no matter what, will paywall the internet access on that. They will. They absolutely will. 2,000,000% they will. It won't be fast. It might be 5 years. It might be 10 years. They will do it. They will paywall it. Say what you want. They will paywall the internet on it. Maybe not for you to browse YouTube, but if you want to play an online game, they'll paywall it. They'll make it happen. That's not rage bait. You are crazy if you think they will give you unlimited internet gaming forever on that. Actually crazy if you think that. Ooh, we finished Quantums. Let's go. All companies are greedy. No matter what they've done in the past. All companies. Infinite greed. Valve is not omitted from greed. Electromagnetic plant. They'll have control over it. They wouldn't sell it to you if they didn't have a way to control it more than you want them to. Because they're lost in the sauce. They're so greedy that they think this is a good idea. They think they're onto something. Yeah, there you go. Go back and watch the whole video. Anyway, if it comes out for like $400 or $500, I think it's a fantastic product and it's awesome. Genuinely think it's very cool if it's like $400 or $500. This one is just import stuff from every planet. I don't care about the repercussions of it, but if it comes out for $400, $500, like a console, It's a fantastic addition to the console world. Adds the ability to play PC games for console people. If it is the exact same price for a computer of the same size, like if you could buy a computer the same volumetric size of it with the same performance, then it's only marginally worse because it comes with the wrong OS. But it is okay for people to like the wrong OS. I think you could hook this up this way. PMAX fire and shots. I think you're the follow. Could this be hooked up like this? The output is hot fluid. The input is cold fluid. I don't think it would make sense to hook it up like this. That is a good point, though. First take we've ever seen Tom and Offspec agree with each other. That's actually... If there's anything good that has come out of the Steam machine, it's that. That's an impressive thing in this chat. No, that's fine. I mean, I know a lot of people are actually really excited about their whole Python Proton thing they did with Steam Deck making Linux people be able to play PC games. That's fine. I'm not actually glued to Windows that much. I am for me if I want to use a computer, because for me, a computer should just be something I can use. I don't want to have to put in extra work all the time. But I understand the appeal of Linux for people. No, I just decided I wasn't doing that. No, I agree with that. Making anything in a world where you can do stuff outside of Windows is good. That's fine. And I'm not anti-Steam Machine. I'm just anti-Steam Machine if the price is wrong. Yeah, it does make more room for game to run on lower end hardware. I don't think there's a world, not rage bait, genuine take, I don't think there is a world where it is cheaper than equivalent hardware. Just because of the size. Regardless of Steam making it, anyone could have made it. I think the compactness is going to come with a price hike. Because most tech does. Because those are consoles. Those are... The PS5 Pro is still a console. Yeah, if they're able to price it cheaper than equivalent hardware, they'll be on to something. Like not even console price. If they can make it a little bit cheaper, maybe because it's running Linux or whatever magic they put into it, then I could see it, but...
anyone could have made it. Steam is eating the lunch of handheld hardware manufacturers. Well, no, they're probably the only one who could make whatever magic OS they did, because I know there's some cool stuff with that. But I mean, just regardless of who made it, there's a size tax on average with technology. If same tech, smaller, costs more. Yes, Tom, exactly. The fourth word of that sentence is the main problem. Masquerading. Yeah, if it comes out of a similar price, then it'd be fine. Why is it bad? It's just bad because there's no audience for it. No, Moist was agreeing with me. That yeah was to me. Moist has seen the light. Moist agreed with me. Welcome to the right side of the conversation, Moist. No, there's not an audience for it. You just aren't it. I'm definitely not it, but no one else is either. Well, they charge me more than the parts are worth because they put it together for me. And threw their brand tax on it. But they didn't try to tell me it was a console. I'll buy two just to offset. Real talk, I genuinely think some people will do that. I think there will be enough people with disposable incomes who are the target audience, which the target audience for this is just people who like tech. Genuinely. It's just people who like it for the fun tech vibes of it. Which in that case, off-spec probably is the audience. I genuinely think some people will buy two to offset the bad sales and or bad takes. Real talk, some people will buy two just to do that. That's a fair reason too. If you want to keep enhancing the non-Windows gaming space, you are that audience then. No, but I know there's a literal dedicated button on my keyboard that isn't even affiliated with Windows from a just Japanese brand that I cannot unbind unless I go into the registry, that if I accidentally fat finger, it opens Cortana. So there's definitely a lot of stuff that I don't want on here. Yeah, no, I would believe that. Windows is absolutely a virus. I would actually consider Linuxing my gaming laptop that I just use for work if I had any faith that it would just work correctly and open Google Sheets when I need it to, and play all the games that I want to play. But my one-time experience with Linux that I ever had was Jesse's brother gave him a gaming computer that he built, and because Jesse's brother is a tech guy, it had Linux on it. I used the computer for 4.5 seconds before finding out that I couldn't adjust the sensitivity on his gaming mouse because the driver was not supported on Linux. It was like 4 seconds in. And then I went to do something with the audio and found out that the audio thing I wanted to do was also not supported. Like I couldn't use a virtual audio cable for him to route his mic the way he wanted to on Discord or something. This is the only time I've ever touched a Linux computer, and it set the precedent forever for me. Wow, what a surprise. Hi, Neko. We're not arguing about the Steam machine for the 4th night in a row. It's fine.
I don't think I could do that for my computing. I need a large screen to look at. I can't look at little... Even to this day, I pretty much won't even make purchases on my phone because my brain doesn't register it as a real computer because the screen's not big enough. Like, I literally will walk in... I'll be looking at something to buy on my phone, and I'll walk into my room and turn on my computer to make a purchase because my phone isn't a real computer in my head. Oh, okay, you can dock it and, like, run it like that. That's fair. I didn't know Steam Deck had computer ability. See, and she would be the target audience for that. She uses her Steam Deck docked on a computer monitor. You could just upgrade the Steam Deck to larger Steam Deck. That's fine. That might be the only use case scenario I've ever heard that this thing makes sense in. Again, they can't put it out at like $2,000, but... No, we're definitely not arguing about the Steam machine again, Strom. Why would you expect that we'd be arguing about the Steam machine? That's not what's happening at all. No clue. It is crazy, though, that Offspec and Moist are both actual target... Strom's also target audience to the Steam machine. But it's crazy that Offspec and Moist missed the first full 2 days ranting about it. Both popped in on the same day. We made that on Novice. Welcome in, D. Ooh, I think this is actually the limit of where this heat can go. I was gonna add another module here, but this is fluctuating temperature. I think we're actually at the absolute limit of the heat this thing can pump that far. I wonder if I could route water a different way here. Because these have enough water to do more steam. I just don't think I can take any more heat out of the system. That's my only issue. I need to add heat in. No, I can see a point in purchasing consoles. I would agree that they have less of a point than they used to. But a dedicated console experience is nice. But to me, like, that means it has to have, like, PlayStation OS or Xbox OS.
Fluff tape, cat
Hi,
lamp,
creature.
fluff tape, cat lamp, fluff tape, cat lamp, fluff tape, cat lamp.
The modern day gas lampers. Which team are you on here, Neko, on the Steam machine? Because you're also a tech nerd. I feel like you could be their target audience, but I think you're not. In your kit example here, Offspec, I think I'm just buying a cheaper gaming PC. I'm picking up like a $600 pre-built off Amazon that comes with monitor, keyboard, mouse, headset. Getting the gains? Oh, we've been getting the gains. I've been filling out a little bit here. I've been working on some sandbags. Sandbags has been my big thing lately. Okay, you're on my side with it, Neko. Yeah, that's the other thing. My take on this doesn't matter. I'm not buying it. If it was $1, I'm probably still not buying it. I have no use for it at all. Even for me, my console is on my desk, just plugged into my computer monitor, and I barely turn it on. Yeah, I actually like big mode on Steam. Big mode on Steam's kind of a vibe. Remote build with heat pipe trains. What is remote build with heat pipe? No, I'm on this planet. I'm standing here. What is a $600 gaming PC in 2026? I found one on Amazon the other day. It was a refurb, but it was like $300 with monitor, keyboard, mouse. Like, that's what I'm buying kid for his first game in PC for sure. Nah, knowing me, he's getting a... I'm like saving up for a $4 grand pre-built and getting him the right thing first, but... Build a computer from scrap, install Linux, and cry. And don't buy it and move on your own. But see, I have to complain about it. The existence does harm me. Oh, is it not called big mode anymore? You could just play games like a good streamer. Wait, are you having a baby? Where in the world did you get having a baby out of ranting about the Steam Machine creature? The answer's no. I mean, I did get married, but... This one isn't me just having an anti-chat take, though. Because 99% of the chat agrees with me on this one. Oh, no, I'm just talking about theoreticals. No, Caitlyn is not pre-gat. Got me thinking wifey. Nope, not per Ganonant. Although I did get a new wife today. She went back to her original hair color, so now I have a brunette wife instead of a blonde wife. Like a whole new person. What is the optimal way for Steam to enter a console market? To put the Steam machine out at the price of a console. Take an absolutely giga-massive monetary loss just as a big middle finger to big console and put the Steam machine out as a console price. Or put it out, but make people buy the games on it like a console. Don't let them use their Steam games from the computer. Because that's how the consoles do it, right? They offset the cost with game sales. Make people buy their games again. This isn't your PC. You don't get to use your Steam games over there. Then they have zero market? Exactly! You are actively imploding the company you work for. Not any more than they're doing it themselves. Entry-level computer? Entry-level computer's a fine idea. I think what they need is a better PR team on this, and the PR team needs to scrub the word console from ever having been mentioned near it, and I think no one would bat an eye. Me included. If no one had come out even comparing it to a console, and they were just saying Steam launched their own computer, it's called a Steam machine, I wouldn't be complaining at all. Well, it's got the price drawback, though. The average console user is not buying an $800 or $900 console. And the average PC gamer already has a PC better than the tech that they're going to put in there and has no reason to buy a $900 PC. You don't know the price yet? I know! This whole debate is just about the price. Do you know how many times the Steam Machine page says console? Probably zero. But what they need to do is put more PR on it to keep the rest of the world from calling it a console. That's where they went wrong. They allowed people to have an opinion. Use MacBook for gaming. How does that work for you? Real question. Because I know Drex all the time has games that he wants to download that he sees me play on stream on Mac, and he's unable to play them. Are there ways to like port that? I can 100%. Yeah, thank you, Tom. Allowing some people to have an opinion is factually incorrect to do. I'm glad you have seen the light and agree that I have a good opinion here. Glad we're all on board with that one now. I do think there's been a palate cleanser at the end of every one of these Steam Machine arguments where I do state that I genuinely don't actually care that much and I'm not the audience and I won't be buying one. But for engagement's sake, we have to keep really revving this argument up. Because I leave before we get there. Yeah, that's been the palate cleanser I drop at the end every time. No, that's fair. You have fully convinced me, Off-Spec, genuinely, that you and Wife Spec are the target audience for the Steam Machine. I did genuinely think no one existed, and I think you have raised valid points of why you and Wife Spec would own a Steam Machine. If there has been one victory from y'all's team, what am I, chopped liver? Well, you normally leave before giving me the full opinion on it. All you said was I'd buy one. Off-Spec has dropped paragraphs about why he would buy one. That's fair too. I very much earlier stated, after being convinced by Off-Spec, that the other people would buy it would be people who love Steam with high disposable income and or just want to support Steam.
Let's go gambling!
I don't even care about this money.
Care about this money.
Oh my god, is it gonna... There's no...
This is not a test. I say again, the